Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahanonymous_. Alright, maybe to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at hookahanonymous_. Alright, now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, oftentimes when we hear about Rikers Island, we're hearing about how brutal the inmates are, with everything from fights, slashings, stabbings, gang violence, drug smuggling, contraband, and more. We even hear how corrupt the correction officers are, but this time we're learning about the COs and their scamming ways. Now before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you aren't. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Also, like the video as it helps us spread across more viewers in our efforts to grow. Now let's get straight into it. 3 correction officers, Stephen Cage, 49 years old, Monica Coxum, 36 years old, and Eduardo Trinidad, 42 years old, working at Rikers Island Correctional Facilities in New York, have been charged with federal program fraud in 2 complaints unsealed in the Eastern District of New York on Thursday. Now, the officers were charged as part of ongoing investigations into abuse of sick leave amongst New York City Department of Corrections employees that have contributed to systemic and dangerous understaffing in the city's jails. They allegedly scammed the taxpayer-funded system and took salaries worth hundreds of thousands of dollars while out on fake sick leave. These charges come amid a 2-year staffing crisis in the city jails, although city correction officers have unlimited sick time as part of their contract. Now, between all 3 of them, they have fraudulently collected more than $380,000 in salary while on sick leave between 2021 and 2022. Although they were claimed to be sick due to COVID vaccine side effects and other injuries, while on sick leave they were still traveling, partying, construction, and one individual was even writing a comic book in the process. Now, Stephen Cage alone was pulling in more than $160,000 per year after he went out on sick leave in March of 2021, claiming he suffered debilitating side effects from the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, the complaint says Cage allegedly submitted approximately 90 medical notes and records to the Department of Corrections that were fraudulently or forged. Cage claimed to visit Kings County Hospital 25 times in 1 year during the course of his infirmity, but records at Kings County Hospital documented only 1 visit. Now, the complaint says that he spent his time trying to pursue publishing a comic book called The Cure for Utopia. He even boasted about the comic book on Instagram, saying, quote, "Just had an amazing meeting for my book," and later announced the release of it on social media. Now, under correction rules, Steve was supposed to notify the department if he was leaving his house between 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. each day. He claimed he visited doctors on 80 occasions between April 2021 and January 2022, but investigators said he'd actually gone to doctors just 33 times. Now, he also claimed he went to Mom and I's Rehabilitation Center 129 times between 2021 and July 2022, but in fact, he went only 7 times probe was found. 90 of his doctor's notes were faked, prosecutors said. He also claimed he couldn't lift items, but he also posted YouTube videos in May which showed him lifting and moving 2 large boxes of comic books. In the video, he describes the boxes are heavy. Now, the news also reported that officers who were supposed to be home sick would play a cat and mouse game with investigators trying to verify that they were home. During an August 29th visit to Stephen Cage's home, he told investigators he was home and did not want to open the door for law enforcement, but his car was gone, the complaint says. The next day, he deleted his Instagram account. Now, when it comes to Monica Coxum, she was also out on sick leave in March of 2021 up until May of 2022 on fake injuries. Now, she claimed to be out injured from trauma in a fall in the elevator at work. She was making $80,000 annually on fake leave and was caught numerous times outside of her house at parties when she was supposed to be home. When Monica was approached about her phony claims, she admitted to investigators she forged 50 fake medical documents justifying her injury leave. Monica also bragged about the scheme to her friends and family during a WhatsApp conversation where she shared images with her family of her partying while on sick leave. Then a participant chastises her saying, quote, "Monica, you living your best life but scamming your job." Monica responded saying, quote, "Yes, at home still getting paid, unlimited sick baby, get like me, living my best life." Now, Monica also replied with a photo of her and her fiance, who was also her co-defendant, Eduardo Trinidad. Yeah, you heard right. Monica and Eduardo are a couple and they are co-workers and both played a separate role in this fraud scheme as well. Eduardo faked injuries to stay out between June 2021 and November 2022 by showing up to medical appointments with the DOC wearing a combination of a sling, cane, and or boot, according to the couple's indictment. Officials say they immediately realized it was fake because investigators captured Trinidad at home doing work on his house and even going bowling, all while out on leave due to injury. Eduardo and Monica was both caught traveling to Dominican Republic, Florida, and West Virginia, while Monica was still providing the department with doctor's notes saying she was at appointments when she in fact wasn't. Now, after arraignments Thursday, November 10th of 2022 in Brooklyn Federal Court, Trinidad was freed on $50,000 bond and Keynes was released on $50,000 bail posted by his wife. The corrections department struggled with a massive number of officers out on sick or not showing up at work due to the height of the pandemic, and the problem continued well into 2022. The news previously reported that hundreds of officers had abused sick leave policies. Between September 13th and November 2nd of 2021, for example, 155 officers were caught absent without leave and suspended. The news also reported that sick calls rose during weekends and holidays. Now, reports say about 12% of officers remained out sick per day in September, as the DOC continues to have among the highest sick rates of any city agency. Another 8% are on restricted duty, meaning they can't work with detainees. Now, City Comptroller Brad Lander noted in October that total hours per month on sick leave among officers has remained well above pre-pandemic levels, 160,276 in August of 2022, compared to pre-pandemic levels at 106,333 in August of 2019. So, in a nutshell, COs, they aren't playing with y'all, man. So if you've been taking advantage of the injury or sick leave, just know that they are coming. They got private investigators and evidence backing up their claims, and they're going all out. It's been a thing of correction officers faking illnesses for the longest and injuries throughout the years, collecting pay while not working for it. But as of recently, the government is cracking down on these individuals for, quote, breaking the oath. Now, I personally think that the pandemic played a major part in things like this when it comes to the employees wanting to actually not return to work. The pandemic was unlike anything a lot of us have ever seen, where you was able to work from home or in some cases still get paid without even having to go to work. I feel some people haven't been able to recover from that feeling and got used to staying home, thus finding any trick they can to get out of going to work. And that's just people, man. You can't really blame them for it. I think they're cracking down on this. It's getting real serious. Let's be real. In Rikers, there's a whole lot of problems going on, and it's a whole lot of violence going on. So with them not having much staff, it's only going to continue to get worse. Y'all know they're trying to shut down Rikers. They've been trying to do it for the longest. So I'm sure that they're using this as a reason as to why violence is continuing to happen, you know? So somebody got to get the blame, and I'm pretty sure they're going to probably pass it down to the COs and why, they taking sick leave being the reason why a lot of these things are happening. So y'all jump in the comments. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'm going to keep on dropping. And I'm out.